Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is HD, and it's going to be time for Game 3 between Fnatic Sen and SlayerS Boxer. Of course, this is Game 3 of the series I've been doing of my Korean Epic Replay package. And I've been excited so far. There's been some great games. Some of the games that come to mind, actually, were the first ones I casted. Select playing that random nuclear missile against MC was just... I don't know how any other way to explain it, but just bizarre. I definitely had my head scratching after that game, which it was actually really interesting because you literally landed the nuke on MC's natural. I'm sure you guys recall that. If you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. But yeah, this is going to be Game 3 between Sen and Boxer. Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys get a chance, please follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I do have a Facebook, and I have a Twitter now. I twit quite a bit on Twitter, and I FB quite a bit on Facebook. I don't know. I make a lot of posts on Facebook nowadays, so I guess I'm finally wrapping my head around the enigma that is social media. So if you guys feel free, follow me. My links are down below in this video. At least they should be. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. And oh, look at this! Boxer going with a proxy barracks in the middle of the map. Man, Boxer's just all about this. He loves him as proxy barracks. I don't know what else to say. But this is literally proxy in the middle of the map, and it can be detected by the most northern Zonaga tower. So it's kind of a risk, but it may pay off. I mean, this is relatively close to the bottom left location, and once again, Sen has 15 hatched. The map is crevasse, but that 15 hatch is very vulnerable to a 2 barracks. So we'll just have to see if Sen can hold it off a second time. So yeah, Boxer is going for the proxy 2 barracks right now. He is going to be pumping up a crap ton of Marines, and I don't know if Sen can hold this off, guys. Boxer now sending out an SCV to the top right location to check for the spawn location of the Zerg player. He is also sending an SCV down to the south. And this SCV is going to be the lucky winner for today. It is going to see the spawn of Sen. And Boxer, this is just as cheesy as it gets. This is literally the equivalent to a proxy 2 gate. This is just all in at this point. This is all in cheese from the Terran player. And Sen could be in a lot of trouble. Boxer has now scouted his target. Target has been acquired. All barracks now being rallied down to the south. And a bunch of Marines are about to make their way in. Is Boxer going to pull any SCVs as well? Not quite. So he's not going to be doing the Marine King all in, which is just blast the doors down, flying with the jumping sidekick, stranglehold your opponent, and choke him to death. He's not going to be going for, the all-in SCVs, but certainly still a lot of SCVs coming in here, and now Sen going to be pulling off drones off the line. Is it going to be enough, though? His drone's trying to do a little bit of mineral walking right there, but unable to get us around on those Marines. One drone has now fallen. It looks like Boxer is going to get the bunker up, which is huge. And Sen trying to fight the way off with drones, but no, unable to do so, and loses all of his drones. That is a big loss. However, the one thing that Sen has controlled is his ramp. And Sen, if he can control the top portion of this ramp, that means no Marines will be able to fall into the bunker. And I think Boxer is actually falling back here. The damage has been done. Is he going to lift off his barracks, though? No, he's not. Wow, that's a little interesting. I'm surprised Boxer is falling back, but isn't lifting off the barracks in the middle of the map. I think he's just going to try to hold the front door here as a pseudo-contain for now, a light contain, if you will. But eventually Sen's going to push out with more than enough links and the metabolic boost as well. Oh no, but Sen running into these Marines. Does he have enough? It looks like he may just barely. Boxer using the stutter step micro here, trying to eke out as much damage as possible, but he ends up getting all of his Marines surrounded. And now the barracks will have to float back home. I love what Boxer's doing, though. He's running the Marine to the top, to the right, to try to psych out Sen, because Sen, of course, doesn't know where the Terran has spawned quite yet, but no, there is the Overlord. Now it realizes Boxer's spawn location, and the barracks are trying to desperately run back home. It's a race between the Lings and the barracks, but the Lings are going to make it back before the barracks land. However, Boxer has erected, once again, the little jerry-rigged Jiffy Lube wall right here with a single bunker and 2 Marines, and I think he's going to hold the front door just barely. Unbelievable play by Boxer, and all the while grabbing an expansion as well. This guy is just incredible. Landing the 2 barracks down at the bottom. How ingenious is that? I mean, Boxer has a double-layered wall right here, and he's kind of given himself a little bit more terrain with the way he set it up. He can leave the Marines on the ramp, and this is Baneling-proof. Banelings cannot really bust through a barracks, layout like that, especially not a double wall layout. How, that's just really smart play from Boxer in general. Boxer's, he's not known for being, uber macro crazy like other players are, but he's known for his intelligence. His decision making is one of the best in the world, and his micro is just extreme. So, Sen, despite having full map control, isn't going to be able to bust through that wall. But Sen is going to be droning up behind this. He has 4 drones coming up right now. Boxer's throwing up a factory of his own, getting another bunker in the back as well. Interesting. Must be really worried about a potential Baneling bust there. But he does have a second bunker coming up. However, Boxer, not sitting too bad. He has 2 bases. He can macro quite a bit. He can get a lot of meals going. And if anything, I think this game is kind of resorted to, at least I know Boxer for sure is ahead after that 2 barracks play. But Sen isn't too far behind, He killed off a lot of Marines when he surrounded them, and Sen does have map control, so just have to wait and see what happens. Oh my goodness, Sen is going for a Baneling's Nest. This is really weird. I mean, this is like, why would you do this? This is like scouting, scouting the 4 racks all in or whatever, and deciding to build a hatchery anyways. I mean, Sen has literally scouted the 2 barracks at the front door, and he's not going to, play macro. He's going to try to Baneling bust this down, which, in one way is kind of mad, it's kind of insane, but on the other hand, it's kind of smart because Boxer is not going to be expecting this. Boxer is not going to be expecting the Baneling bust here, and if Sen can pull this off, this is going to be a miracle. Boxer here, he has a double layered wall, so he can fall back, and here comes the Banelings. Is Boxer going to react in time? Oh my god, that reaction time, so good. Going to raise the supply depots up, and boom, denied. Wow, intelligent play right here. Looks like the barracks is going to burn to death, but I mean, that was essentially an all-in from the Zerg Sen, and it didn't work out too well for him. Jeebus, that was insane. It was like on the borderline of insane and genius. I don't know which it was, but Sen isn't too far behind after that. I mean, yeah, he lost a lot of lings and blings, but he still has a lot on the map, and he's going to go for the 3rd. So, it's not necessarily an all-in, I guess you could say, because he's still droning up. But Boxer, I think, has a significant tech advantage. He's going to have Stim momentarily with +1 weapons, siege tanks on the way with siege mode already finished, dropships already out, and really Sen doesn't even have lair yet. He's just now getting lair up. So I think Boxer has a significant tech advantage right now. And he is going to go for a drop right between the little air chasm between the 2 naturals. But Sen all over that has Overlords placed in between. Should be able to intercept this with ease. Boxer cannot drop here. Will have to pull away. Well played right there by Sen. That was just, a good eye and a good awareness by Sen. And Boxer now going to fall back into multiple barracks. Looks like he's just going to go biomech, a very standard playstyle. But, we'll just have to see if Sen can get back in this game. Now grabbing the 3rd expansion. Boxer trying to find a location to drop here, but no weaknesses, no chinks in the armor for Sen. Sen is just all over the map with these speedlings, and he has, he has enough hatcheries, I think, to play a macro game against Boxer, which is really surprising to me. Despite, taking heavy damage from that 2 barracks play, not able to Baneling bust the dual layered wall, he is not completely out of this game yet. But here comes the push from Boxer. Dun, 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 dun. Boxer's pushing out with his tanks and Marines, and this is a pretty large force grouped up with these Marines from this dropship. This can definitely set up some kind of a contain over Sen, and I don't know if Sen's going to be able to break that. I mean, he has some lings, but this is not going to be enough. He's going to need Banelings, and he's going to need Mutas immediately. And thankfully, he does have a Spire coming up, and Muta's going to pop out in a couple of seconds here. But he only has enough minerals to make about 6 or 7 mutas, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. And a Boxer now is knocking on the front door with a lot of tanks and Marines. I don't know if Sen's going to be able to break this, guys. 8 mutas on the way right now. A pre-stim from Boxer to go in here. No Banelings are up yet. Boxer sees the Banelings though and decides to retreat. Of course, he doesn't know how long those Banelings have been morphing, so really, it's a situation where if he runs in there, those Banelings could hatch at any time. So he decides to play it safe, spreads out the Marines really well, and is going to start to siege up against the Zerg forces here. No mutas out yet. Are they popped? Yes, they are. And Sen immediately controlling the mutas before they run over the Banelings. And here comes Sen to try to attack the Terran forces. Is Boxer gonna break here, or is he gonna hold? I think Boxer holds. I think Boxer holds. And he has just barely enough Marines and tanks to do the job. But more Banelings are coming out right here. Of course, Boxer stimming back to the cover of his tanks, but that does leave his tanks exposed if the Marines fall too far behind. And it looks like Boxer just barely has enough Marines to break through here. And I can't believe it. Boxer just in the last chances, in the last, string for hope, he is able to hold off the Zerg attack, and I think his frontal assault here against Sen is going to be successful. It is going to be really, really close, though, but, those small advantages that Boxer eked out, first the 2 barracks play, and then holding off the Baneling all-in, quote-unquote all-in, I think Boxer has enough to defeat Sen right now. Certainly a very interesting series, to say the least. And what the heck is going on here? We've got a stream of Marines and an orbital command just floating around the map, and Sen now trying to go around the backside for a backstab, but I don't think that's going to work out too well for our Taiwanese player Sen. But to each his own. He's going to give it his best. Going to try to cut off the reinforcing units, I believe. Oh, he's going to actually intercept the gold expansion. Not bad from Sen, but I just don't think he's got the standing power to make a game out of this. Look at the spread of Marines in the middle of the map. Beautiful spread. The Banelings without speed are just so slow, and the Siege Tank blasts all 5 of them to death instantly. Sen still has a lot of mutas on the map, but that's just not going to be enough. There are way too many Marines. The 3rd hatchery has gone down. Sen is hanging on by a thread, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to be enough? Now SCV's coming off to go to the gold, and Sen has to intercept this gold expansion. He can't allow it to go up. He kills off a tank, but his muta count is dwindling right now, and he just doesn't have the gas intake to support both Banelings and mutas. And eventually, I think Sen is going to get worn down by Boxer's play. Boxer now at the gold. That gold is such a huge bonus for Terran players. Think about how many Marines can come out of these mineral patches, guys. 15 something, I think it's like 30 something Marines for 1,500 minerals. My math might be totally off right there, guys, but it's a lot of Marines. Think of it that way. And look at this, Boxer now pushing over to the top of the main. His tanks, his Marines are so well put on that ramp. There are no Banelings there. I think there was one Baneling there, but not quite enough. And Boxer gonna pound his way through Sen, and Sen calling the GG. That's game. What the heck? Random hatchery over down there, but Sen is going to lose here. Boxer has won the game against Sen. Brilliant series, best of 3 right there between 2 of the world's best. And I want to thank you guys all for tuning into this broadcast. Once again, guys, I love you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys get a chance. That would be awesome. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well. And doesn't look like Boxer's left the game yet. The game is actually still going. Kind of interesting. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. And of course, Diablo 3 beta videos will be coming out very soon. As soon as Diablo 3 is made public to the press, and then I will be having my hands on it, and I'll be broadcasting some content for you guys, because I know you guys all want to see what's new in store for the biggest addition to one of the hugest franchises of the Blizzard universe, Diablo. So stay tuned, guys. This is HD, signing out. Until next time.